This weekend, I was enjoying some videos and I listened to one that was amazing. And it plays into today's title. Do you flow like water? Hi, I'm Barbara Ann Shepherd, your personal mastery and accountability coach. And today I really want to talk about this quote by Bruce Lee. I actually watched a video of him talking about it, and it was amazing reminder that we are not perfect. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put the water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put water in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can creep and flow or drip or crash. Be water, my friend. When we use that metaphor of water, stop and think about it. When water flows, it takes the path of least resistance. It takes the path that takes it sometimes from high to low, or it fills something up and you rise and become something better. We will always be flowing somewhere. And so we need to remember that some days we're going to be a raging river flowing somewhere, and other days we're just going to barely drip to do things. And that's okay. Because here's the thing, even a single drop of water multiple times dropping doesn't seem like it does much, right? Yet we keep doing that single drop every single day or every hour of the day. Eventually, that drop of water or those drops going into that spot over and over again will wear away rock. So, even though it doesn't seem like it, when we're taking our daily actions, whether that's 1, 2, 3, 10 a day, whatever it is for you, it does move us forward. It chips away at the tasks that we've set ourselves, the goal we've set ourselves, the life that we want. It will come. And yet, other days, maybe we have a flash flood and we got a lot of things done. And then we go back to our dripping. And that's okay. It just feels like we're not getting anywhere when we're on the days when we're dripping. Yet, on those days when there are flash floods, take it, run with it, use it to the best of your ability, and know that you're going to go back. Because we all have seasons in our life. Because I know right now we're going into my favorite season, which is summer. So I will spend more time batching stuff in my office so I can go to my other office out in the backyard and spend a lot of time hanging out there and enjoying the sunshine and the warm weather before it gets super hot. But even then, I'm out there in the mornings when it's nice and cool. It's when my days shift and I do more work in the afternoon because then I'll come in and hit the air conditioning. So we all know that things are going to shift and we need to keep going. We need to keep growing. We need to keep flowing like water. Whether it's a single drip that's happening once a day to a torrent, maybe on a weekend day when you have time. Maybe the kids are off with your spouse, or maybe they're off with their friends. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got all this time. And you get a lot done in the seems like a frenzy, yet it's not. Because when we have our plan, we can flow better, just like water, because it's going to go to the path of least resistance. So if we've already planned our day, then we can move through our day like water and just let it flow. And we'll get to where we need to go with little resistance. It's when we don't know where to go and we're sitting there and all of a sudden we're like paralyzed. Because it's like, oh my God, I got so many things to do, but which one's the priority? If we knew the plan, because we know our why and we know our mission and we know where we want to go, then we can at least know that I can get one thing done. And even if you're sitting in that paralyzed state of, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do and not enough time, sometimes it's that one shift in thought of I have plenty of time to get one thing done today. And once you start with one thing, doesn't matter where you start, just start. Because as they say, an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Or the other one, an object at rest will stay at rest unless it is acted upon by an outside force. So once you get going, the next thing will show up and your clarity builds, your confidence builds, your self-esteem builds because you've done one thing. I love starting Monday mornings with this particular type of activity. It's my life. I know on 9 o'clock on Monday morning, I'm going live. There are no ifs and or buts. It's not even a decision. It's not even anything. I just know at 9 o'clock, it doesn't matter what time I'm looking at a clock. I'm going, oh, 9 o'clock. It's Monday. It's 9 o'clock. Got it. I'm looking for 9 o'clock. So I can come here and share my wisdom. And it gets me in motion. So my Mondays are already in motion. On the days that I don't have lives, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, I don't always get into motion quite as fast because I don't have a set activity unless I've already got it planned out. So having a plan and knowing where you're starting, even if it's just the starting point, you don't have to have the whole day planned. Just have the first activity of the day. I'm going to get laundry done. I'm going to hang out with my husband or wife, depending on who's listening to this. We all have to just have that one activity ready, one thing, one task that we need to do, because then the rest of them will flow. Because that's how water works. It just is. It flows. It becomes what it needs to become. So on this fine, glorious last Monday of March, that's very scary. We're already 3 months into 2022 already. It just seems like yesterday it was the 1st of January. So pick one thing for you to do today that will get you started into motion. And let's get going on our dreams, not someone else's. You and your dream are the number one priority, or at least they should be in your life. Because once we know what we want, we know how to get there, at least for the first step, the rest of it will fall into place. Everything we need will fall into place just by us starting to take action. So I invite you to take your first action today to make your dream come true in the future. This is your moment. This is your day one. Not one day. Day one is today for you and for me. I'll see you guys on Friday.